Reminiscing. In the world of our minds, some thoughts are always revolving. In childhood and in the youth, no one finds any reactions to the thought of the mind. But as we get older, the memories of the past begin to accumulate in some corners of our minds, and our minds are sometimes lost in the past. And again, that past suddenly become very close to the present time and make a home in our minds. It is with such a desire that reminisce about this short article. If you like the article, don't forget to like, share and comment, and of course subscribe and press the bell icon. Then I too will be encouraged to write a new, and you will get all the notifications first. Then let us start reminiscing. It might be quite past. I read a story on the page of a book with a little narration. The story of dialogue ended in a very short scope, but in the deep sense, it seemed as if the end was not over. With the growing of pace, the busy schedule of mind brings with narrow limits, and the boundaries of the dialogue with relatives and friends are also much more limited. The contrast between the light of the day and the darkness of night is no longer visible to my blurred eyes. It is understood that dried leaves are just waiting to fall off. Meanwhile, the eternal arrangement of the world is busy in the creation of new leaves on the branches of the trees. On the way to life, all the passers-by are just running tirelessly in the busy streets. In the days left behind, the warm environment of the spring season seems dull today. The pity of our cries cannot be disparate in the absence of anyone. No one can stop his path, even if he is about to leave the world forever. It is only the reminiscing about the old and finding out the cruelty of the melody lost in the dust. The path is still new in the search for the infinite. In the call of the next day, he hopes for a new path, but no matter how much he is in pain. I was distracted that day by that story of the life of 7 blind people who work together in such a bond of love and affection. The dead mind could not stop the busy life. I don't know who is waiting for this last afternoon at the end of the river of life. Those 7 blind men go through many ups and downs, walk hand in hand, and sniff the scent of life. One day, the journey of the 7 blind men came to a halt in front of a slightly wide but very fast flowing river. An unknown foreigner came and promised to cross the river for a penny for each blind man. This unknown foreigner demanded 7 pennies in exchange for crossing a total of 7 blind people. During the crossing of all the blind people, after crossing the 6, all of a sudden, failing to maintaining the balance of the stumbling block, the 7th blind man fell from the shoulder of the foreigner and was swept away by the strong current of the river. The sound of the falling into the river water made the other 6 curious and asked the foreigner, "What happened to our brother?" The foreigner simply replied, without any hesitation, "Nothing. Nothing happened. You just have to pay me 1 penny less." This tragic touch in the whole of human society seems to be tied to the last tune of this story. The provision of food, clothing, and shelter for a person submerged in the river of life is no longer on the list of necessities. Ration card, Aadhaar card, voter card, PAN card, health card, etc. will no longer have his name added to any card. No money will come to the list of for him today in the revised list of citizens. It is as if the lament of that delirium in the hoarding. Goodbye, friend. See you again. Here is the end of my article. Thank you and good wishes to all.